So this next artist, I'm going to keep a poker face because I want your opinion first. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but I want your feedback first, and then I will give you my feedback. Stephanie?
So
sorry. Not sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So it was so interesting, James, when she opened up her mouth. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. What I heard a white lady that's a little bit older than me, and I was just like, "What is this voice coming out of her?" There,
I'm telling myself in my head, James, stop reacting.
Michael said it best. Michael said it best. Like there's like this pixie aspect to it, like a twinkle, like a brightness. Definitely a singer-songwriter tone, definitely a unique tone. One that I think it took them a while to turn for her because they thought that she was different than what she was.
Did you hear her? Was she in your good ears, Steph?
Yes, she was.
Okay, I cannot. Shut up, James.
Yes, she was. I was just like this. I was not expecting that voice to come out of her head. Come out of her head. I was not expecting that voice to come out of her body. I was so intrigued by it. It was one of the most unique voices of the night, in my opinion. Definitely singer-songwriter. I could hear her on Lilith Fair. And I don't know if I would have turned for her based on who I thought she might have been. To be honest with you, because there was a bit of
how old was she, Steph?
16. 16. There was
and I wasn't sure about the nationality either. Her nationality?
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think it said it somewhere. So when you talk, I'll look it up.
Okay.
But there was a inexperienced quality to it that I would have chalked up to not quite being good enough, thinking that she was older. I'm so glad chairs turned for her. I'm so glad chairs turned for her because she needed chairs to turn for her. What did you think?
Okay. ChrisDeo.
Oh, Trinidad and Tobago and
Guyana.
Guyana.
So she's Trini and Guyanian.
Yes.
So she's West Indian.
She sang "I Won't Give Up on Us," which is the song that Dylan Carter sang a season or two ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her before she even sang.
Mm-hmm.
What a story. And I gotta applaud the voice because you did not feel sorry for her.
No.
It could have been a woe is me story, right? But it wasn't. I get chills. I'm getting chills.
This baby could not play on the piano in her own home because the neighbor was pounding on her wall.
It's the innocence of youth.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw a fight in her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of oxymoronic, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like it's the perseverance.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the power truly is in the struggle.
And maybe that's what I heard, James. Now that you're saying that, there's like an innocence because there was like this pixie aspect, but there was like this older aspect that is maturity and fight.
Yeah. I said her voice got me emotional. It's the only one of the night that got me emotional in my feelings in a good way. And this is why. And Stephanie said it perfectly, but I'm going to get even more specific. I said, what in the Lisa Loeb, Dolores O'Riordan, who was the head singer of the Cranberries?
Yes.
I said, what? Who has since gone on to glory?
Yes.
I said, what? I said, but it's raw.
Raw.
Because, and to Stephanie's point, Stephanie said, if I didn't turn around, I wouldn't have turned around because I thought it was like unpolished.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's pure
Yes.
rawness.
Yes. Yep.
And normally raw on a show like this does not work. But
No.
to me, I thought it made it even more compelling. And to Stephanie's point, Stephanie, you said it so brilliantly, they had to turn around.
They had to turn. They have no choice.
I said, of anyone who sang tonight, and we're about to talk about someone who just the competition honestly could have ended if we're talking about music of today, of the next person, of the person who closed the show. But I said, of anyone who sang tonight, I said she, in my opinion, has the most potential.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I said it's limitless. I said it is limitless.
Right.
I said just exponentially fantastic. I thought this was, I said, I cannot wait to see where she goes beyond this show.
Right.
This is a voice that you don't hear anymore. You don't. You've got to understand it.
Right.
I said, you just don't hear these voices. She said, Lilith Fair. I mean, you don't.
No.
The singers aren't coming out. Singers are coming out like Taylor and Olivia and Billie. You know, like it's not taking anything away from Sydney. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead a little bit. I'm not taking anything away from Sydney because Sydney was brilliant.
Yes.
But ChrisDeo, and maybe because, again, you got to understand the context of me and Stephanie. We were 90s kids, right?
That's right.
So when I hear a voice that literally, like Kim's did.
Mm-hmm. Yes, transported
me back to just an age of innocence.
Yes. Yes.
Where every song on the radio was good.
Yes. Yes.
It transported me back to that time. Yep. And you got to understand, if y'all don't know Lisa Loeb blew up because she wrote a song called You Say. And she was not signed. Yeah. The song went #1. She's the first unsigned artist in the history of music, in the history of the charts, to go #1 being unsigned.
Wow.
That's how that song took off. And it was from the movie, I think, Reality Bites. It's a big Gen X film. Mm-hmm. Go back and if you don't know that song, go back and listen to that song. It's a song. The first time you hear it, you'll just be like pulled into it. So if they have this girl singing these songs this season, I'm gonna be done, Stephanie.
Right.
Like it's like the tears will just start flowing.
Right.
Because nostalgia, you all, she's ChrisDeo, her story combined with the rawness of a voice you don't hear anymore. And you look at her and you're like, she's this little, and then to see her, like, she held it together enough.
Yep.
But then when she got done singing, it's like all the emotions, like everything just poured out of her.
Yes.
And she's like, y'all don't understand. People, she
said, people laugh at me when I sing.
And then what Snoop said,
she said, they ain't going to be laughing no more.
Y'all check out the Patreon and you'll, Stephanie and I talk about why Snoop was so special. Check it out, y'all. Please check it out. Yeah, Snoop was like, you take all that.
Yep.
And it doesn't. Kelly Clarkson said it best. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
That's right. That's right.
This girl, I cannot wait. I just really hope Stephanie, because the voice is so specific, I really pray that they pick the right stuff for her.
Oh, I do too.
Because if they do, she can win it. She can win it.
Absolutely.
Because they also like a voice that evolves on this show. And I just think her voice is nothing but evolution.
Yes,
her
absolutely.
voice is evolution. It really is.
Yes, absolutely.
She is early Earth. Ooh, come on. Where'd you give me that one?
Hey.
She is early Earth.
Hey.
Raw, strong, fight.
Yep. Fight.
Innocence, but masterpiece. That's why I wanted to hear you first. I was like, I'm pretty sure Steph heard what I heard. But I just
They
need
had
to
to
make
turn for her. They had to turn for her. They had to turn
sure.
for her. Mm-mm.
ChrisDeo chose
Oh,
Snoop,
she
right?
felt Snoop Dogg. Yeah, Snoop.
Ooh, huge
Absolutely.
pickup, huge
Yes.
pickup. He is
Yes.
going to be perfect for her.
Yes.
He is literally going to cultivate her
Absolutely.
into, because he saw it. He saw what we saw.
He saw it and he heard it.
He saw and heard what we saw. Yeah. I think
And
Gwen was the only one who didn't turn for her, I
I
believe.
think so. Yeah.
Because I think she was a 3-chair turn.
Yeah. And Snoop ain't gonna let her stay in her situation
And
no
Blue
matter what
Blade,
happens on the show.
I know Blue Blade heard it. I
Oh
know
yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
see, I'm kind of mad because I think Gwen would have been a great.
I
I don't
think
know
so
why
too.
Gwen didn't. I think Gwen would have helped her find her.
I think Gwen didn't know that she was young.
Yeah, yeah. I think she got, because Gwen's a '90s
Yeah.
singer, right? Like
Yeah.
Gwen blew up. Not saying Gwen has been, she's had a 30-year career now,
Yeah.
but she blew up in the '90s. So it's like she's like, oh, a kind of unpolished '90s voice. Okay,
Right.
well,
Right.
she's okay. But then she
right.
turned around like,
And she was like, ah.
all right.